Did you know that not all apex predators have a taste for human flesh? This might come as a surprise, but it's true. Many of the world's most fearsome creatures, the ones that sit at the very top of the food chain, don't typically see us as a meal. Apex predators, by definition, are animals that have no natural predators of their own, residing at the top of their food chain. They are the kings and queens of their respective habitats, the rulers of the animal kingdom in their corners of the world. From the frozen tundra to the scorching desert, the lush jungle to the depths of the ocean, these creatures hold a power that commands respect. But what exactly makes an animal an apex predator? It's not just about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about the role they play in the ecosystem. Apex predators help to control the population of other species, maintaining a balance that's crucial for biodiversity. They're like nature's regulators, ensuring that no single species becomes too dominant and disrupts the harmony of the environment. Yet, contrary to popular belief, humans are not the preferred prey for most apex predators. We're often too large, too difficult, or simply not tasty enough for their liking. Many of these creatures would rather stick to their usual diet, feasting on smaller animals that are easier to catch and consume. Humans, for them, are more of an annoyance, an intruder in their territory, rather than a potential meal. So while it's true that apex predators can pose a threat to humans, it's usually more out of self-defense or territorial protection than a desire to hunt us down for food. We are not on their menu by default. They rule their realms, and we are merely visitors, temporary guests in their vast wild kingdoms. Now let's dive into the world of these fascinating creatures, starting with number 5. Orcas, the wolves of the sea, yet they rarely harm humans. If you're thinking about apex predators, you can't overlook the orcas, also known as killer whales. These magnificent creatures are some of the most intelligent and skilled hunters in the ocean. Orcas have been known to hunt in packs, just like wolves, earning them the nickname wolves of the sea. They communicate, coordinate, and use their combined strength to take down prey many times their size, truly a testament to their intelligence and hunting prowess. You might wonder, with such ferocious hunting skills, why don't orcas typically target humans? The answer could lie in their complex social structure. Orcas live in tight-knit family groups known as pods. Each pod develops its own unique set of behaviors, hunting techniques, and even dialects. Yes, you heard it right. Different pods of orcas can have different languages. This social structure is so intricate that it's been compared to human cultures. And just like human cultures, orcas have their own traditions when it comes to food. Different pods specialize in hunting different types of prey, whether it's seals, fish, or even other whales. Humans, it seems, are not on the menu for any known orca culture. We're not their natural prey. Orcas have evolved over millions of years to hunt specific types of prey, and we humans just don't fit the bill. We're not part of their traditional diet, and we don't live in the environments where they hunt. That's not to say that there haven't been incidents. There have been a handful of cases where orcas have shown aggression towards humans. But these are extremely rare and usually involve captive orcas, not those in the wild. So while orcas are formidable hunters, they don't typically see us as prey. Moving to the land, we encounter our next predator. Wolves, the pack hunters of the wilderness, seldom pose a threat to humans. Now, when we think of wolves, we often imagine these cunning creatures united in their packs, prowling through the wilderness, and it's quite accurate. Wolves are known for their pack mentality, a social structure that not only fosters cooperation, but also facilitates strategic hunting. Their hunting strategies are a marvel to observe. A pack of wolves led by their alpha work in unison to bring down their prey. They surround their target, cut off its escape routes, and slowly but surely weaken it until the alpha delivers the final blow. It's a dance of dominance and survival, choreographed by nature herself. Yet despite their hunting prowess, wolves seldom pose a threat to humans. You might be wondering why. After all, aren't we mere flesh and bones in the eyes of these predators? Well, not quite. You see, wolves have an inherent fear of humans, possibly ingrained in their instincts over centuries of coexistence. This fear often overrides their predatory instincts when it comes to humans, making us less appealing as potential prey. Moreover, wolves usually prefer smaller, easier-to-catch prey. Hunting is a game of energy for these creatures. The less energy they spend catching their food, the better. And let's face it, humans are not exactly easy targets. We're large, we're loud, and we're often accompanied by our own pack, be it other humans or our domesticated dogs. So, while wolves are undeniably efficient hunters, their fear of humans and preference for smaller prey keep us off their menu. They would much rather focus their energies on hunting deer, rabbits, and other smaller animals, leaving us to wander safely through their wilderness. From the forests to the mountains, we find our next predator. Snow leopards, the ghosts of the mountains, rarely interact with humans. Our journey through the world of apex predators brings us now to the breathtaking heights of Central Asia, where the elusive snow leopard reigns supreme. Known as the ghost of the mountains, this magnificent creature is a master of stealth and survival in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Snow leopards are solitary hunters, blending seamlessly into their rocky surroundings. Their exceptional camouflage, combined with a patient and calculated hunting style, makes them virtually invisible in their harsh, high-altitude habitats. They're like whispers in the wind, seen by few and encountered by even fewer. These apex predators are powerful hunters, capable of taking down prey 3 times their size. But interestingly, humans are not on their menu. This isn't due to a lack of capability, but rather a combination of factors that make humans an unlikely target. Firstly, the remote, rugged terrains that snow leopards call home are not frequently tread by humans. Their habitats are often inaccessible, and the extreme cold, rugged terrain and lack of oxygen make it a less than ideal place for human settlement. This natural distance creates a buffer zone, reducing the chances of human-leopard encounters. Secondly, snow leopards have a strong preference for specific prey species. They feast mainly on blue sheep, Argali wild sheep, ibex, marmots, pikas, and snowcocks. This dietary preference plays a significant role in why they don't typically hunt humans. Finally, their elusive nature and tendency to avoid confrontation play a part. Snow leopards are generally shy and reclusive, preferring to retreat rather than engage when they encounter humans. So, while they are undeniably powerful and efficient predators, snow leopards aren't a threat to humans. Instead, they are a testament to the incredible adaptability and survival skills of the animal kingdom. Descending the mountains, we encounter our next predator. Brown bears, the giants of the forest, generally avoid humans. Welcome to the world of the brown bear, an awe-inspiring giant that roams the vast wilderness. With its sheer size and strength, it stands as a formidable presence. Yet despite its potential to be a lethal predator, the brown bear often chooses to steer clear of humans. Brown bears are true omnivores, consuming a diet that ranges from berries and roots to fish and mammals. This diverse diet allows them to sustain themselves without needing to target larger, potentially dangerous prey such as humans. An adult brown bear can consume up to 90 pounds of food each day, with its diet shifting seasonally to take advantage of the most abundant food sources. But what truly makes the brown bear such a fascinating creature is its strength. A brown bear can weigh up to 900 pounds and reach heights of up to 9 feet when standing on its hind legs. It's a force of nature, capable of taking down large mammals with ease, and yet these bears rarely pose a threat to humans. You might wonder, why is that? With their incredible strength and size, why don't they view humans as a potential meal? The answer lies in their inherent behavior. Brown bears are naturally wary creatures. They tend to avoid anything unfamiliar, including humans. This natural fear, coupled with their omnivorous diet, reduces the likelihood of them viewing humans as prey. Additionally, over centuries, brown bears have learned to associate humans with danger. This learned behavior further deters them from approaching human settlements or interacting with humans in the wild. As long as humans respect their space and don't pose a threat, brown bears will typically maintain their distance. The brown bear, a magnificent creature that embodies the wild, yet shows a surprising level of caution around humans. They are a testament to the complex and fascinating world of apex predators, proving that strength and power do not always equate to aggression. Finally, we arrive at our number one predator. The king cobra, the longest venomous snake, rarely targets humans. The king cobra, a name that sends a shiver down the spine, a creature synonymous with danger and fear, is indeed an apex predator. But contrary to popular belief, this majestic serpent does not typically have humans on its menu. The king cobra is the longest venomous snake in the world, capable of growing up to 18 feet in length. Its venom is potent enough to fell an elephant. However, it doesn't use this lethal cocktail to hunt humans. It's primarily an ophiophagous predator, which means its favorite meal is, interestingly enough, other snakes. The king cobra's hunting strategy is as fascinating as it is terrifying. It uses its keen eyesight and excellent sense of smell to locate prey. Once it has a target in sight, it moves swiftly and silently, striking with lightning speed. Its venom acts as a neurotoxin, paralyzing the prey almost instantly. However, this deadly dance of predation is usually reserved for other serpents and small mammals, not humans. Humans are not natural prey for the king cobra. It's worth noting that most snake bites, including those from the king cobra, occur when the snake is disturbed or feels threatened. In the wild, these snakes are more likely to slither away than engage when encountered by humans. Every creature, even the most feared, plays its part in maintaining the equilibrium of the ecosystem. The king cobra, for all its deadly capabilities, is a crucial part of this intricate web of life. In conclusion, while the king cobra is undeniably a formidable predator, it poses little threat to humans unless provoked. These apex predators, while formidable, rarely pose a threat to humans. Their hunting habits remind us of the balance in nature. These incredible creatures remind us of the intricate balance of nature. We've traveled through the marine world of orcas, the forests of wolves, the icy peaks inhabited by the snow leopard, the dense wilderness of the brown bear, and finally the venomous realm of the king cobra. Each of these apex predators, while formidable and awe-inspiring, tend not to hunt humans, reminding us that we are not their prey, but their cohabitants. From the intelligence of orcas, the pack mentality of wolves, the elusive nature of the snow leopard, the sheer strength of the brown bear, to the lethal precision of the king cobra, each of these creatures serves a vital role in their respective ecosystems. It is our duty to respect and protect them, understanding that their survival is intricately linked to our own. Remember to share this video with others who might be interested. Thank you for watching, and until our next adventure in the wild, keep wondering, keep learning.